warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, welcome to our video. We are from group 1. The member is the first Natasha Putri and the second Nur Intan Putri Ayuni and then Rindiani Octaviana and the last is me Dewi Purnama. Okay, in this video, we will explain about direct and indirect speech, X-based communication between speaker, listener, or reader. Before we know what is includes direct and indirect speech, it's better to know what is the means direct and indirect speech. Okay, if you want to know more, let's watch this video.
What is direct speech? Direct speech, or commonly referred to as quote speech, is a direct quote from someone's direct opinion or speech, original speakers, not with a quotation marks. And what is indirect speech? Meanwhile, indirect speech or report speech is to provide information indirectly. In other words, indirect speech quotes directly but by describing the utterance in a different sentence.
Hello guys, my name is Dewi Purnama. Here I will like to explain about direct and indirect speech in the 4 minutes Donald Trump interview. There is this indirect speech. Namely, in the sentence is, a lot of people say this is because we don't have a national flag. You talk about states, we don't have a national. Do you responsibility for that? Donald said. And in the interview, have the direct speech, like, and people say they want to have the same vaccine so this virus ends quickly. Okay guys, just it. I have find the direct and indirect speech example in this interview. Next, Nur Intan Putri Ayuni will explain you other example about direct and indirect speech.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope you are amazing. I Nur Intan Putri Ayuni with student ID number is 20030500001. I will explain what direct and indirect sentences are in a video, which is the video. The title is Opinion, Political Tribalism Makes These Americans Nervous. We ask them why. Okay guys, I will start it. On the first sentences, both Republicans and Democratic poll observers and international observers say there were no major problems. This sentence includes indirect. Okay, the second sentence. So, help me understand how, when President Trump, weeks before the election, when he says voter fraud, stealing the election. Okay, these sentences includes direct. Okay, the next sentence is, there is legitimate argument to be made that he is abrasive and his methods are not necessarily the best for our body politic. But like it or not, this is who he is. Okay? These sentences includes indirect. Okay guys, the next sentence is, and he said, if I had a son, he would look like him. This sentence includes direct. Okay, the next sentence is, so when Omar says something about it and he said, go back to where you came from. This sentence includes direct. Okay, the next sentence is, I was thinking, if you don't like this country, why are you here? Nobody's asking you to stay. Okay, in this sentence includes direct. Okay, then In the video, the title is Fact Checking Rev. Robert Lee's claimed relation to the Confederate general. Okay, there is the one sentence. On the sentence is there is history, descendant of Confederate General Robert E. Lee says it's time to put away. Okay, this sentence includes indirect. Okay guys, that's all my explanations about what direct and indirect sentences are in a video. I took a true video. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Natasha Putri. I would like to tell about direct and indirect. I take it from the speech of the BBC News. That's about why the China COVID lab leak theory is being taken seriously. Firstly, I would like to tell about the indirect and BBC News. The synthesis show that indirect is the scientists largely agree it's come from animals. It thought the most likely that the animals was a bat. That was the case with the SARS virus. And the second synthesis show about indirect and the BBC News is at the beginning China said the virus origin here a way to market, and in Wuhan it said that the virus probably jumped from the wildlife in the market to human. Now I would like to tell about the direct. In the BBC News, the direct showed that the professor have said that the evidence about a more natural species damage this how is the happen from the centers, especially over the last 40 or 50 years, that the virus mutates and they jump species. We just haven't found that the junk yet. And the last one that's about direct is Professor Rafi Gupta picks up the story of the core SARS could have the spill over the animals. Behavior just like a coronavirus, but the hypothesis also exists that a lab in Wuhan that had one of the few high-level containment laboratories in China was also working with the coronavirus from bats and other species. I think that's all from me, and the next explanation example of the direct and indirect synthesis will be continue to Rindian. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Rindiani Octaviana. Well, I'll continue to explanation from Natasha about direct and indirect sentences, which one I made on video that I have watched before. Okay, the first is about direct. For instance, number 1, Mr. Obama said, the risk might not reach full speed for a year or more. Number 2, he says, the next election will more than anything else defend employment in United States. Number 3, Hilda Solis says, we need to continue to not lose sight opportunities for people to get employed in new jobs. So, the sentences are direct because there is comma before referred words, and before repeat words there is quotation mark as identity. And the second is about indirect. For instance, number 1, Yusuf Kala said to Vina that Trump was being arrogant but overall. Number 2, Yusuf Kala said to Vina that Trump's speech in general is much more calm than before. And the last, Nikki Haley says that the laughter is sign of respect. So, The sentences are indirect because there is no comma before the verb words and there is no question marks. And just there is conjunction. It is that. Okay, I think just all about direct and indirect. And thanks have watched my video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.